Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate my good friend from Iowa yielding and appreciate her leadership on this issue. And as we've heard from so many of the bills we're debating tonight and talking about tonight, and complimenting her leadership and bringing her medical expertise to the Energy and Commerce Committee, particularly the Health Subcommittee, it's much, much appreciated. But I rise tonight in support of my bill, the H.R. 7218, the Building Our Largest Dementia or BOLD Infrastructure for Alzheimer's Reauthorization Act of 2024. Nearly 7 million Americans, and my family members as well. I know my good friend Mama said her mother just lost my mother-in-law almost a year ago to Alzheimer's. But 7 million Americans aged 65 and older are currently living with Alzheimer's. By 2050, this number is projected to rise to 12.7 million. This means that over 10% of people over the age 65 have Alzheimer's, and sadly, 1 in 3 seniors dies with Alzheimer's or another dementia. The cost of this disease is tremendous, particularly in human costs, of what it does to families, what it does to the person suffering with Alzheimer's, but the families of the emotions, exhaustion, of dealing with this very, very emotional and difficult disease. But it's also tremendously costly with long-term health care costs projected to reach $360 billion in 2024 and nearly $1 trillion in 2050, according to the Alzheimer's Association. The BOLD Reauthorization Act will enable continued research into Alzheimer's disease, invest in caregiver support services, including more hands-on educational resources for those caregiving for their loved ones, and help support local efforts to detect and diagnose Alzheimer's disease sooner, especially for those in rural and medically underserved communities. The more we know about this disease, the sooner we'll be able to appropriately treat it, giving patients more precious time with their loved ones and easing the significant caregiver burdens associated with Alzheimer's and related dementias. I look forward to continued progress in ushering in a new era of innovation. I appreciate the bipartisan action that the Energy and Commerce Committee has taken on this bill. I appreciate everybody working together. And I urge my colleagues to continue to show the bipartisan action by supporting the underlying bill. And I thank you, and I yield back.